Mic check 1, 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen. Checking the mics real quick.
Mic check 1, 2, 3. Mic check. Mic check.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the jungle for Thursday night football here between Livonia Wildcats and the Crowley Gents. Hey, get ready for some high school football live on Under the Lights. If you have not hit the like and share, go ahead and do that now. Get the word out that the Gents and the Wildcats are going to battle it out here on Thursday night football. My name's Jordan Taylor. Alongside me tonight, calling, doing the color commentary, Mr. Alex Fontenot, your producer for tonight. How about Miss Holly Taylor checking in? Hey, good crew for some Thursday night lights. Alex, first starts as we get ready to cover this one.
Yeah, Jordy, you got two teams that look really good on the field in their pads. They're confident. Heard some good things while we were walking around pregame, so it should be a good one.
Yeah, we check out on both teams here. Looks like Crowley is going to wear gray on gray, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that kind of a white
That's
on
a
gray?
white. That's a white. End of the season white.
Okay. And Livonia is going to be wearing yellow on white. Let's give you game day temperatures at this time. 82 degrees. No, 75 degrees, mostly clear. It looks like the coldest is going to get tonight, about 70 degrees, Mr. Alex Fontenot. The wind is blowing towards the
Looks like a southwest to northeast wind.
towards the scoreboard, towards the baseball field. So we'll keep our eye on that, see who wants to go in the fourth quarter that direction. But calm, cool Thursday night lights. It's going to be a great night for high school football. The weather is perfect.
Yeah, perfect weather, Jordy. You don't ask for any better football weather than this until you get in the playoff times. And you got to wear some thermals and hoodies under those pads when it gets nice and cold.
Hey, how about the 2013 state runner-up team for this Livonia Wildcat team will be honored at halftime tonight. So I can't wait to see those guys get honored for their historic season.
Yeah, 10-year reunion for those guys, and it'd be cool to see, former teams that played in the Dome come and kind of relive that memory in front of their home crowd.
Yes, indeed, my friend. Impact player right there in your living rooms, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for number 8 tonight. Got to know where he is on the field. Mr. Omar Butler. We're going to be calling his name quite a few times tonight, my friend.
Yeah, he will be a featured guy for Crowley.
Coach said he will be your quarterback tonight. Keep that in mind. I think this is his first time playing quarterback this year.
Yeah, you put an athletic guy like that, playmaker at quarterback, you never know what could happen tonight.
We go keys to victory at this time, ladies and gentlemen. About 13 minutes to kickoff. Keep hitting that like, keep hitting that share. We're going to start off with Crowley. Looking for that first win of the season, and they're looking to get it here tonight on the road. Playing a road dog warrior mentality here. We've seen some bright spots throughout the past few weeks. They played a gauntlet of a schedule. What has to go right tonight in order for them to get a road win tonight?
Yeah, they just need to play clean. From what we understand, turnovers have been a tough thing for Crowley. So if they want to come into Livonia and take the win, they need to play clean and just play free, man. You know, you're trying to get your first win on the road. You just want to come in here and play hard, play free, and see what happens.
Yes. Keep your eye out on Omar Butler, but a couple of other guys here to keep an eye out on tonight. Troy Grant, Floyd Flugents, and Christopher George. Definitely guys that can change the impact of a football game for sure. So stay clean is what you said, correct?
Yeah, clean, no turnovers, keep the penalties down, and try to limit the mistakes, and you see what happens when fourth quarter rolls around.
Okay. I got Livonia. Livonia keys to victory. It's an emotional night. You got a lot of great players coming back here tonight. Feed off of that feeling of knowing those big-time names are in the building tonight, and go and defend your home turf and get a big-time win, because you're not out of this playoff conversation.
Absolutely.
You still have an opportunity if you go win 2 of your next 3. Keep that in your mind.
Yeah, you're playing for everything at the end of the season. You know, you're right there. You got to win a couple of games and see if you can't, get a good seed and go on the road in the playoffs and knock somebody off.
Yeah, you lose tonight, you almost eliminated
Absolutely.
right then and there. But it's home. It's a home game here tonight. Gotta find a way for your front 7 to dominate on defense if you're the Wildcats. That's what I'm looking for. Can this front 7 dominate the trenches tonight for Livonia? If they do, they have a good shot to win this football game.
Yeah, absolutely. Defense is going to be a key for Livonia tonight.
So we're about 11 minutes from kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the game. We'll step away for now. We'll be back to give you full action tonight. Hey, Butler just threw a bomb to the end zone. Good-looking arm for a first-time quarterback.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting new dynamic for us, Jordan.
So we'll step away. We'll be back to give you the introductions of both teams. He set up in the last booth, Coach. Yes, sir. We go, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful night here in Livonia, Louisiana. Wildcats just exited their locker room, about to take the sideline. Welcome to the jungle indeed, Mr. Alex.
Absolutely. It couldn't be a more fitting run-out song for the Livonia Wildcats.
Here comes the Livonia Wildcats, ladies and gentlemen. Home yellow tonight. Coach giving last-second introductions and assignments over there for Crowley. We'll meet both head coaches at this time. Head football coach for the Livonia Wildcats, Coach Josh Laborde, and your head football coach for the Crowley Gents, Kyron Benoit. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Crowley Gents, taking their sideline. First off, I want to thank Coach Laborde, head football coach here at Livonia High School. I want to thank the administration for allowing us to be here tonight for this game. Greatly appreciate our first ever trip here to Livonia. We're here at the jungle. Yes, indeed. Great rendition of our national anthem, ladies and gentlemen. And we're about to get coin toss going here tonight. Let's meet tonight's captains, ladies and gentlemen. First off with the Livonia Wildcats. Number 1, Jamie Toussaint. Number 2, Dylan Hart. Number 8, Mario Acavito. And number 55, Chris Leonard. Now we go to Crowley. Looks like number 65, Vince Green. Number 10, Ryan Landry. Number 8, Omar Butler. I'm trying to get that final number for you, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like either a 1 or a 3 or a 5. It's hard to see with his jersey rolled up.
So we'll take you right into the huddle. Coin toss on a Thursday night here in Livonia, Louisiana. That number was number 1, Daniel Roy. And it looks like Livonia has won the toss, elected to defer to the second half. So we will see this Gent offense first, Mr. Alex.
It's going to be exciting to see with some new aspects to it.
And we talked to Omar Butler in the pregame. We get to see him to start this game. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the football game. Jordan Taylor, Alex Fontenot, Holly Taylor on the call tonight, producing the game. We're glad that you chose Under the Lights to bring you high school football action here on Week 8, Thursday Night Lights. First time to the jungle, won't be the last. At the clock, set yourself up. You're gonna scroll down here, and where you're just gonna see that. There you go. All right, looks like number 8 will do the kicking duties tonight. That's Mario Acavado. Get his last name from him. It's hard to say. You see this. Number 8. Adevaso. Okay. Mario Adevaso doing the kicking duties here. Enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen. Boot meets ball, and we are underway here. Taking it around the 10-yard line. And he's got a lane here. Going to set up the Gents with great field position. That was number 5, Floyd Flugents. And that's where we will see the Gents offense starting up shop. 1st and 10.
Pretty good return there. Sets them up for decent field position. Let's see what they're going to do on their first drive.
Ball eyes at the 35-yard line. I saw this Crowley team last week. I saw this Livonia team week 1, so familiar with both sides. They're going to start out with a little trips look here. Butler going to go empty. 14 comes in motion, high snap. Butler going to call his own number, dancing around, and what a lift there by number 20, Jaden Lathers.
Yeah, it looks like with a high snap, he could have been tackled for a loss, but was able to punch through the hole and get a couple yards.
It was skipping. There you go. Second and about 9, huh, Mr. Alex?
Yeah, 8 or 9.
Shotgun formation, one back waits in the backfield. Butler gonna call his own number. Butler skips through. Butler off to the races, and he may go the distance. And that's how we will start this football game, Alex.
Wow!
What an impact player already.
Hey, we said it before the start of the game. You know, you have an athletic quarterback like that, you never know what can happen, and he broke one off right there for Crowley.
A second play of this game, and it goes for 6, my friend. So just like that, fireworks out the gate. On for the extra point. Looks like number 2, Samuel Hernandez. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is good. With 11 minutes to play here in the first quarter, your new score here from the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. Crowley 7, Livonia 0. You're watching Thursday Night Football, Week 8, Livonia Crowley. We'll be right back. Back here from the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. Butler just broke a big-time run. I think that was about, 60-something yards?
Yeah, 64, 63 yards, something like that.
Hernandez will do the kicking duties here. Only one guy back deep for Livonia. Livonia got a little safe look here for the return.
Yeah.
They don't expect him to kick it very far. They're expecting an onside kick here. Let's see. Hernandez. Little onside kick it was.
They got it, too.
And I think it
Crowley
went
got
10
it right
yards.
back.
A penalty flag flies. So they were expecting an onside kick, and Crowley recovered the fumble. Recovered the onside kick. My mistake. And we got laundry on the field.
Could be an offsides penalty.
Did somebody touch it before it went 10 yards?
It didn't look like it, but we're about to find out.
We'll go and we'll wait on the white hat to give us a signal here. Might make them re-kick it here. So a long discussion going on right now. And here we go. Here's the official ruling. Now coach is going to get an explanation of what's going on here. And illegal touching was the call there. Crowley touched it before it went 10 yards, and coach declines the penalty. That means they get the football still since
Correct.
Crowley
He
recovered the
accepted
football.
penalty just without
Correct.
the re-kick.
And Livonia sets up 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line, down by 7. We'll see if they answer here. We'll get the quarterback's number right after this play. There's a snap, inside handoff. And he may go the distance. Holy cow! Oh, we might be in for a barn burner tonight, folks. House call!
Back-to-back plays. We have a wow, Jordy.
Number 23 takes it the distance. How about the freshman, Cam Johnson?
This is going to set up to be a shootout if the offenses keep playing like this.
Crowley scored in 2 plays. Livonia scored in 1 play. Gear up, folks. It's going to be a great one.
2-point conversion coming right here.
Two-point conversion try coming. There's a snap. Inside handoff. Gashes forward. Falls forward. 2-point conversion is good. Hey, with 10:45 to play here from the jungle, Livonia now leads Crowley 8-7. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights. We'll step away. Crowley, Livonia, don't go anywhere. We're back here from the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. 8-7 your score. Crowley scored in 2 plays. Livonia matched them and did it in 1. Mario tees it up. And boot meets ball. Little short kick. Taken in by number 4. And he cuts it upfield and bounces off a tackle. And finally drug down around the 41-yard line where the Gents will set up shop.
Another good starting field position for Crowley. See what they do with it.
That was Troy Grant on the return. So fireworks here early, and we haven't even made 2 minutes. Crowley scored in 2 plays. Livonia scored in 1 play. 8-7 is your score. Crowley went extra point. Livonia went 2-point conversion. Could that come into play late in the game?
And we could see a change if the scores keep racking up like this.
How many touches will Omar Butler get on this drive? He got both of them on last drive. First down. He's going to pull it here. Trying to follow his blocks. And he goes for about a gain of 7 yards there. Going to bring up 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, we see the early game plan from Crowley is to ride Butler, try to get this offensive line working and find a hole and break one.
Second and about a long 4, it looks like.
Yeah.
One back, Wake's in the backfield with Butler. Waiting on the snap, 2nd and 4. He's going to drop back the pass, goes a little hitch route. Pass complete to number 5, cuts it upfield. And he will pick up the first down, but not before he crossed into around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Jordan, if they do that, they hit those weapons on the outside, and you have the running game from Butler, offense is going to be tough to defend.
Butler found Flugents there, and it takes it about the 41-yard line. First down, Gents. First and 10, Gents. Handoff goes to number 14, trying to get outside. Cuts it back inside, but there comes that Livonia Wildcat defense. Doing a good job that time. And a gain of uno. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Butler in the backfield and empty. Takes it to the left.
And it's almost like a little Wildcat look. Butler, a lot of speed.
Oh.
Going to be drugged down from behind.
Surprised we don't have a horse collar tackle there, Jordan.
Gent's going to pick up another first down, my friend. Clock will stop. Chains will move. And clock will run. Let it run. You have not hit start. You're pressing too many buttons. Just press it and stop it. First and 10, penalty flag flies. No, it's going to be 1st and 15. Having some technical difficulties up here, ladies and gentlemen. First and 15. Butler drops back the pass, double moves, gonna take a shot.
Oh.
And the pass falls incomplete there on the pressure. Number 33, the carrying Malloyd.
Would have been interesting to see what kind of one-on-one matchup we'd have had down there if he had about 2 more seconds to throw it.
Got to bring up 2nd and 15. Ball lies at the 29-yard line, Mr. Alex.
Look for Crowley to come back to the running game here, try to get some of those yards back.
Waiting on the snap is Butler. Butler pulls it, goes right up the gut, and a bruising defense there up the middle, leading the charge there. Number 20, Jaden Lathers. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 14.
Do you see him go to the air here?
I mean, I think they
or
try.
are you gonna try to get a few of those back and get a manageable 4th down?
I mean, either way here.
Crowley does have a good field goal kicker, so this could be
here.
in field goal range.
I think you try to put it in Butler's hands, see if he can make you a play. If not, settle for a field goal here.
I agree.
We saw him kicking it from the 40-yard line, and they're going to take that shot. One-on-one coverage at the top, and
caught it.
Pass is caught.
Hey.
Touchdown, Gents.
We said it a couple plays ago. If he had a little bit more time, it would be interesting to see who would win that matchup. And one of Crowley's key players won that matchup.
Looked like number 6 there was on the reception. Christopher George, ladies and gentlemen, climbed the ladder, won the 50-50 ball, and the Gents retake the lead. Hernandez on for the extra point. Penalty flag flies.
It didn't happen as fast, but the result was still the same, Jordy. Touchdown for the Gents.
Got to move them up a little bit. We'll see if the offense comes back on the field. Here they come,
Yep,
Alex.
it looks like it.
Going to try for the 2-point conversion. So we'll go 2-point conversion here. A lot you can do here on a 2-point conversion with Butler as your quarterback.
I think we're going to see a whole lot of Butler on this play right here.
Ball is probably like at the 2 right after the penalty. Livonia loading the box here. Butler goes.
He got it.
Up the middle, and a 2-point conversion is good. Your new score from the jungle, ladies and gentlemen, with 6:40 to play here in the first quarter. Crowley 15, Livonia 8. You're watching Thursday Night Lights live on Under the Lights. Thank you for choosing our platform to bring you high school football. You're watching Livonia Crowley. We'll be right back. Hernandez tees it up. They're trying to find the correct kicking ball, Alex.
Very important.
That's what the delay was.
Going to see another onside attempt here.
Why not? You got it last time. Just don't touch it before it goes 10 yards this time.
Maybe a different tactic than the dribble up the middle.
This time, a little squib kick. Somebody was offsides right there. Gonna back him up 5 yards. Now they're gonna kick from the 35-yard line. We'll give you scores from around the state coming up at the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, that score is correct, 15-8. If you missed the first 6 minutes, boy, did you miss the dandy.
A lot of offense so far. see if both teams can make some
Watch
adjustments
some
on defense.
kind of little kick here. Instead, they're going to spread it out. Keep that in mind for later on in the game. One guy back deep for the Wildcats. Wildcat got their hands team on the field. Little squib kick and taking in around midfield. Going to fall on it. Good job there from number 8 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good hands.
Could have been a tricky one there.
Coach says, I need my hands team on the field, and Mario goes and gets it done.
Yep.
1st and 10 from the 50-yard line with 6:34 to play here in the first quarter. Wildcats, they answered the first time. Let's see if they answer again.
They answered in quick fashion. They might want to slow it down and give their defense a time to rest.
It was the freshman last round at running back, Cam Johnson. Let's see what kind of impact he makes this go round. How about another freshman playing quarterback tonight? C.J. Aguilar. 2 freshmen in the backfield, Alex. Johnson gets the carry, and this time Johnson is blown up. Big 78 there on the stop. Taryn Paris.
Got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Going to have a new back in the backfield.
Looks like number 2 checking into the game. Dylan Hart. Waiting on the snap, 2nd and 10. And there it is. Hart gets the carry. Hart trying to get outside. Good block there on the outside. Cuts it back inside, and two gent defenders.
Early on the second drive, it looks like Crowley has made an adjustment to the running game of Livonia.
Hunter Abshire and Julius Clement there on the stop for the Gents. Going to bring up 3rd down and 9. You don't want to give it back to the Crowley offense right now. Could we see 4-down territory? Waiting on the snap, 3rd and 9. Went long count,
a little
didn't
hard
work.
count there. See if they go to the air or keep running it and have a little punt.
3rd and 9. Going to hand it off to Hart. Hart picks up about 3 or 4 there. Going to get it close to the 46-yard line.
4th and 6.
Decision time from Coach Laborde.
Doesn't look like punts coming on.
Hey, man, you're here in week 8. You're here to win football games at your home field.
Could see a hard count. Could see maybe a little trickery. See what coach is going to draw for 4th down.
See how far the quarterback lines up. He might just pooch this. A pooch kick. Try to draw him off sides. Didn't work. Good job there from Crowley. You got to remember, a true freshman in the game for the Wildcats. And we got whistles.
Timeout.
Timeout, Wildcats. So coach is going to talk about it. So we'll step away, ladies and gentlemen. Livonia just burnt their first time out of the first quarter. 4:12 to play. Your score, Crowley 15, Livonia 8. Big 4th down coming when we come back. Back here for a big 4th down. Notice how far the quarterback backed up a little bit. Let's see if it's pooch time. Nope, they're going for it. Handoff to Hart. Hart following his blockers. Down the sideline.
He might
Hart
break it.
tiptoes.
Woo.
And the Wildcats
You're-
pick up a first down. Hey, 4th and 6. Let's hand the football off.
Yeah, you're a step or two there from tying this game up.
Chains will move. 1st and 10. Wildcats on the move. Watch the white cat. He's got it going on the snap. Because they went out of bounds. If they'd have stayed in bounds, you'd have kept it running. Okay. We got a new trainee up here on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. 1st and 10, Wildcats on the move, trying to go tie this baby up. There's the snap. There's the handoff to Hart. Hart. Oh, baby, Hart. Big time gain. Picks up 11. And the Wildcats have another first down.
This running game of Livonia is starting to lean on the Gents
Alex,
a little bit.
I mean, you look at the freshman comes in. He's the big bulldozer. And then Hart comes in, change of pace back.
Yep.
He's hitting the hole, and no answer for him right here.
No. Both some real good-looking kids.
And Hart's a senior.
Yep.
We moved inside the red zone. Wildcats threatening here. Hart gets another carry, and this time he's going to be drugged down.
Pick up 3 or 4, maybe
big
5.
75. Ricky Webb. Be a 2nd down and 7. Clock runs. We're about 3:05 here to play. Here in the first, and a very exciting first quarter.
Absolutely.
To say the least. Quarterback going to pull. He's going to call his own number. Still on his feet. And going to pick up a first down, and we are inside the 10, Alex.
It's a very good play call right there. You know, you've been gashing them with the running back. You tell your quarterback if it's open, pull it and see what you can get. And he surely got some.
The freshman there picks up a first down, and we drop the chains. It's 1st and goal. From the 3.
High snap. Quarterback's going to get around the
outside.
edge.
One man to beat. Dives forward to the end zone. He's
Touchdown.
in. Oh, baby. Number 12. Call your own number, why don't you, C.J. Aguilar. And we are an extra point away from a tie ball game here. How about the freshman stepping up here in week 8? Johnson's got a touchdown. Aguilar got him a touchdown. And the 2-point conversion try coming. They're not going to go for the extra point. They're going to throw a fade route, jump ball, and that one is going into the concession stand. No good. Your new score from the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. Hang on to your hats, buckle in. It's going to be a fun ride tonight. Crowley, 15. Livonia, 14. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights here in Week 8. We'll be right back. Hey, fireworks here through the first 10 minutes of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It's been back and forth action between the Wildcats and Gents. Rightfully so, 2 teams desperately need a win here, and you know those seniors are playing hard tonight. Little squib kick action taken in by number 4 again. Last time he took it, he got great field position out of it. This time, slips up. And that's going to set up Crowley back 1st and 10
31.
around the 31-yard line. So a little storyline here. Crowley, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. Livonia, 2 possessions, 2 touchdowns. That was a big-time 4th down conversion a moment ago for Livonia.
Absolutely. And we were talking about it on the way up here. We didn't know what to expect. If we were going to get a defensive struggle or offensive shootout, we knew it could be either of the two. And look, so far, we're going to get the offensive side of things.
I thought it was going to be a 14-8 type of ball game. We might be in for a 39-38 type of ball game tonight.
Absolutely.
1st and 10, gents, from the 31, 32-yard line. Looked like they moved the ball up a yard since the last time we seen. Butler still in that quarterback. He's been your big playmaker here in the first quarter. 14 going to get it on the speed sweep. And it goes for a minimum gain for about a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. 1:48 on the game clock. Waiting on the snap. Ball is at the 36-yard line. 1 back waits in the backfield with Butler. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Butler going to drop back the pass, throw a little screen. Passes complete to number 5. Gets a block, making guys miss. And he's off to the races, Alex. He may go the distance.
Wow.
20, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown,
Hey,
Jets.
we talked about him before the game.
Holy cow.
Number 5 is one of Crowley's playmakers, and he's done burnt Livonia for 2.
Floyd Flugents.
Let's see if Livonia
For
can
6.
make an adjustment on the next drive.
It was just a little screen play right there. A great block from the other receiver. And it's a 7-point game again. And the way this kicker's kicking tonight, he's perfect on extra points. Hernandez in for the kick here to make this an 8-point lead. Snap, hold, kick is up, and good. Your new score from the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. I told you to hold on. It was going to be a wild one tonight. Crowley, 22. Livonia, 14. Hey.
Wow.
Wow, what a game here in the first quarter. We're only in the first quarter.
Wow. Conditioning is going to come into play. These teams are up and down the field on both sides of the ball.
We'll step away. We'll be back. You're watching Thursday Night Football here in Week 8. Hernandez tees it up so far. Onside kick and a little squib. Let's see what decision is for
Yeah, they've
the
changed
third
tactics about every time they've kicked off, so let's see if they have a third one.
And this time we'll get a little
Trying to get a little
kick
better
down
field
to the
position.
20-yard line. Livonia was set up. Going to try to reverse field.
Looking
That's
for a
number
block.
1. He's going to be drugged down by 2 gents. Jamie Toussaint was on the carry. And I think their uniforms might have been tied up there. Stayed down for a little while. So it will be 1st and 10. Ball is at the 28-yard line. And the Wildcats find themselves down by 8 with 55 seconds to play here in the first quarter. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see if they go back to the inside run. Number 23 gets the carry. Number 23 bulldozes his way for about 9-10 yards. And that will stop the clock. And the chains will move. It will be a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Chains will move. Ball is at the 39-yard line. Clock runs. There's a snap. Johnson gets the carry again. Johnson, good blocks there up front from that O-line. Freshman to freshman combination there. You're going to be seeing a lot of them in these next couple of years. And the final seconds will tick away here in the first quarter. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. A fast-moving first quarter here with a lot of fireworks in store for sure. Crowley came out 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Livonia, this is their 3rd possession, but their first 2 possessions, it went for 6. Also, we're in for a treat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us. We got 3 more quarters to decide this one. Week 8 Thursday Night Football live on Under Lights. How about we take a look at who's in the building tonight, ladies and gentlemen? How about Coach Brew? Tonight on the sideline here at Livonia High, where it all started, my friend. Took Livonia to the state title back in 2013. Now he's the head football coach at Zachary, and you know all the success he's had over the years with Zachary. What a living legend we have right here on the sideline tonight.
Absolutely. Looked at a few scores around the state. A lot of zeros on the board right now. A couple of 20-7s. We'll update that when things get rolling a little bit. This game seems to be moving faster than the other ones around the state.
Be 2nd and about 2 when we come back. We'll give you those scores after this play. Second and 2. Handoff goes to number 2, following his big body blocks there.
Get the first down there.
But not before he has enough for a first down. And the chains will move 1st and 10 Wildcats from the 49-yard line. Here's some scores for you, my friend. Church Point leads Ville Platte 20-0. Jennings leads Westlake 21-0. Notre Dame leads DeQuincy 21-0. Catholic of New Iberia leads Franklin 21-6. There's a snap. 2 gets the carry. And Hart goes for about a gain of 2. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Chalmette leads John Ehret 14-12.
Interesting score there.
Yep, Captain Shreve leads Southwood 7-0. St. Charles leads ML King Charter 15-0. 2nd down, and
we're going to have an offside
penalty flag flies. So they're going to say encroachment on the defense. Somebody jumped inside the neutral zone.
Went a little hard count and got some yards back.
So the penalty flag will fly. Gain of 5 there. Brings up 2nd and about 3. So 2nd and about 3 from the 42-yard line. Yes, indeed, a long 3. There's a snap. Hart gets the carry. Hart going to try to get that sideline. Hart does got the sideline, and Hart's off to the races and lowers his shoulder. How about a little contact here in the 2nd quarter, Mr. Alex?
Yep.
First down, Wildcats. Chains will move, and the Wildcats on their 3rd possession of the night already threatening to score again.
This is turning into a track meet, Jordan.
Hey, I'm here for a track meet, my friend. It's been Hart. It's been Johnson. It's been a two-headed punch here in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, they're a nice compliment to each other coming from the backfield.
Johnson checks in. Hart gets the blow. Johnson gets the carry. Good cutback and meets the linebackers and might have picked up a gain of 1 or 2.
Got an injured Wildcat on the field, lineman.
And we have an injured Wildcat. Let's see if we can get that number. I think it's going to be an offensive lineman, my friend.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll step away as they look at the injured Wildcat. You're watching Thursday Night Football, Week 8, Livonia, Crowley. We'll be right back. Back here after the injury, ladies and gentlemen. Scary sight to see there. We'll get you the number in a few moments.
.57 on the number right there, Jordan.
Johnson gets the carry. Johnson pushed out of bounds. We're going to bring up 3rd down. That was number 57, Alex Laborde, the injured Wildcat, ladies and gentlemen. Going to bring 3rd and 8. And they've been going for 2, so I don't expect them to line up for a field goal if they don't get enough yardage here. So
correct.
It's 4 down territory, Alex. Third and about 8. Here comes the blitz. And Johnson splits the seam. Johnson gets in. Johnson scores. Touchdown.
That offensive line opened up a heck of a hole.
Number 23, his 2nd of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And these Wildcats say,
running wild, Jordan.
Hey, you get punched in the mouth, we're going to come right back and punch you in the mouth. It's going to be.
This is Rocky Apollo right here.
I don't know what to say. I got to step back. I got to catch a breath. It's a heck of a first half. We thought Oberlin and Basile had some excitement last week. This one right here is already off to a great start. To tie this game up, and rightfully so. I didn't like the fade last time. Let's see if they go something different. Hart's going to get the carry. Hart going to try to bounce outside. Cuts outside, and he's going to be drugged down. 2-point conversion. No good.
It's a good defensive stand by Crowley on the 2-point conversion.
Your new score from the jungle with 9:13 to play here. Crowley now leads Livonia 22-20. Hey, buckle in. It's going to be a fun one. We told y'all. That's why we cover these games. These kids deserve this spotlight also.
Absolutely.
And look what they're doing.
And you have young freshmen that's coming out of the backfield for Livonia just ripping it up. You know, this guy's getting exposure very early on in his high school career.
Livonia has 2 timeouts the rest of the first half. Crowley has all 3. So Crowley, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Livonia, 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns. Yeah.
It's going to get interesting, Jordan.
Yeah. We got us a treat. The first turnover might be the difference tonight.
Yep, both teams are playing very sound right now.
If you have not hit the like and share, go ahead and do that at this moment while Mario tees it up. George's been getting this return these last few returns. Let's see if he gets another shot here.
He's been very close to breaking one. Let's see if they don't give somebody else a shot.
And a little onside kick, and hey, good job there from Hernandez at the 50-yard line. Try to catch him off guard there. A little left foot kick. And it will set up the Gents 1st and 10 from midfield. You can't say you don't have good field position tonight from both sides.
And that's the only trouble with doing that. If you don't get it, you're giving them another 20 yards or so from what they've been getting to start their offensive drive.
And now they say at the 49-yard line, Alex. So with 9:11 to play before halftime, 22-20 is your score. Gents, their 4th possession of the first half. Moments away. With the success that's going on, Coach might be thinking we should have went to Butler a lot sooner in the season.
A lot sooner.
Butler going to call his own number here, and what looked like a busted play just went for 4 yards. Bring up 2nd and about 5. 2nd and about 6, my mistake. Clock runs. Ball is at the 45-yard line. High snap, gets over his head, and good athleticism there from Butler to recover what could have been a golden opportunity for Livonia.
Absolutely, and even with the recovery, you're making a 3rd and long here. Could be a drive killer, and it's kind of what we talked about is limiting the mistakes. Because if you give the ball back to Livonia here, it might be 2 plays and a touchdown and extend this lead.
Last time we seen Crowley in plus territory of the chains, they took a shot. They took a deep ball shot. Get ready. I think
got number 5
they
again
might
on the
get
outside.
number 5 on the top of the
one-on-one
screen
with no
here.
safety.
One-on-one coverage.
Could see it coming here.
Waiting on the snap, 3rd and long. Quarterback going to drop back the pass. Looking, under pressure. Running out of time. Fires. And the pass falls incomplete. That one was ugly from the jump.
They were looking for the deep ball to number 5. It just didn't materialize.
And we might see our first punt of the night right here, Mr. Alex.
Yep, looks like it.
So finally a defense gets a stop in this game.
Well,
I mean,
we say that, but
offense stays on the field. Hold up. Hold your breath. Here we go.
Looks like Butler's getting a play call and coming into the huddle.
Do you just make Livonia drive the field here on you?
I don't think
do you just take a shot?
Livonia they haven't realized that.
Livonia got their punt returner back deep right now. And here he comes down last second. Butler going to go under center. And we got whistles. Going to be a delay of game penalty. Now you might punt it.
Yeah, I think you have to punt it now.
So 4th down. Count it out, Mr. Alex. I'm not sure.
You're looking about 19, 20. You're right at 20 yards here.
4th and about 20. Offense still staying on the field. You don't get it here, Alex. And you're going to set up Livonia with great field position.
Yeah,
Only
I'm not
down
sure
by
if we're
2.
what you're gonna do here? A little pooch punt.
No, he's under center. Drops back to pass. It's a one-on-one route. Taking a shot. Oh, tipped up. Good coverage there. And Toussaint knocks down the football, and it will be a turnover on downs. And that's where the Wildcats will set up shop. 1st and 10 from the 41. Don't like the call.
Yeah, that's
Make them drive it deep.
that's head
down the
scratching.
field
You
on
know,
you.
you want to get as much of that field position back as you can if you're Crowley, and you just gave Livonia the ball on their own side of the field.
Now, you finally stop the Gents offense. Can the Gents defense stop this Livonia offense? That's the key.
We'll see if they're making some adjustments, but it's been tough all game.
This offensive line is having their way here in the first half. Trying to get a little block on the outside. And good job there. Good tackle there, number 12, Dustin Walters. And we have
couple players slow to get up.
yes. I have not seen 57 come back in the game, my friend.
No, it doesn't look good. Looks like he's nursing a knee. Just don't know the severity of it. Looks like he's
2nd and 10.
iced up
Miss
right
Holly.
now.
Good. Shotgun formation. Aguilar waits on the carry. Gonna drop back the pass. Fires.
That's gonna be a fumble.
Hit. No, it calls an
Oh.
incomplete pass. And look at this, Alex. Look who's wide open at the 10-yard
Wow.
line. If he would have had any time to throw that football,
I tell you what, Jordy,
it was 6.
you have a potential 6 right there, but I don't know if I don't know if that arm is coming forward.
Caught his arm going forward.
I think
But a missed opportunity for the defense on a fumble, but a missed opportunity for the offense for a touchdown just now.
Absolutely.
There was nobody in within 40 yards of that receiver just now.
No. Livonia hadn't thrown it much tonight. Crowley wasn't expecting it.
3rd and 11. Aguilar going to drop back the pass, trying to roll right
another
now.
one
Steps up, got a lot of speed on this kid. Hey, good tackle there from number 7, Hunter Afshire.
You got number 7 streaking down the field.
Come on
2
now.
plays in a row.
2 plays in a row, and you
2
can't
plays
find
in a row.
them.
Livonia's going to have to come back to that later in this game.
Alex, have we settled into the game? I mean, Crowley's offense finally stopped. Livonia's offense finally stopped. Hats off to the defense, stepping up here late in the second quarter.
We've been talking about teams making adjustments, and it looks like both teams have. Let's see how long it holds up.
Number 7 will be your punter for the Wildcats, Jamarian Joseph. And back deep for the Gents, number 5, Floyd Flugents.
Wouldn't be surprised if number 7 doesn't take off around this wide side of the field.
Penalty flag flies. Going to be a delay of the game of penalty.
Not anymore, Jordan. He's going to punt it now. 4th and 10 on the plus side.
Going to bring up
Potential
4th and 15 now.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to pin Crowley deep. See if they can't get another stop on defense.
If I'm coach, I'm telling them angle it towards our sideline.
Yes.
He's over there on the left hash right now, so kick it to the numbers here. We'll see. Hey, what do we know? Kick it to the other sideline, huh?
Yeah, it took a good bounce, though.
And took a little friendly roll. And going to die down around the
12 or
13-yard line, my friend.
12-yard line. 13.
That's
Did a good
where
job pinning them
Crowley
deep.
will set up shop 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line.
If Livonia
by
can
2.
follow up with another defensive stop, they're going to end up getting some pretty good field position.
So we'll see. 5:31 to play here in the second quarter. Early fireworks. Maybe we're settling it in. We'll see on this drive. Two receivers split out wide to the right. Butler, one back in the backfield with him. Butler going to try to get to the outside, and he does. He's gone. But that Livonia defense All over it, my friend.
Yeah, look like he's going to pick up 6 yards or so. 5, 6 yards.
Gonna bring up 2nd and 4. 2nd and 5. From the 18-yard line. Clock just hit under 5 minutes. Crowley up 22-20. Coaches start checking on 57, seeing if he can go here on the sideline.
Yeah, might not be as bad as we thought.
Butler fires to his big-time playmaker.
Got it first.
Number 5, Floyd Flugents. And that will be another Gents first down.
Jordan, that's the first time he's caught the ball and hadn't gone for 6. So they might have made a little adjustment,
That's
playing a little
win.
more press.
That's a win. First and 10, Gents from the 25-yard line. Up by 2. Getting late here in the second quarter. Remember, the Gents got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket. Handoff to the tailback, and good job this time from that defensive end.
Yeah, he blew that play up.
That was number 22, Andre Pikes on the stop. Not many negative plays here tonight.
No.
But that time, Livonia was ready for it. Hey, we got scores from around the state of Louisiana coming up at halftime. We're going to talk a little sponsorships. We're going to talk about our sponsors. And also, we got some halftime entertainment to bring you here live on Under the Lights. Here comes the blitz. 8 steps up in the box. Penalty flag. And another delay of game penalty. I don't think they're checking with the back judge here.
No.
I mean, the play clock is out here at the stadium. And you got to check the back judge. He's going to raise his hand whenever it has 10 seconds remaining. And I don't think both quarterbacks are doing that right now.
No, I think they're trying to read a defense, see who's blitzing, and forgetting to check with that back judge.
You can see right there, play clock is out. So it is on the back judge. Let's see when he goes up with 10 seconds. There it is. You saw it right there. Butler going to drop back the pass. Now he's going to escape the pocket and steps up and run. Tough yardage and good run
Like
there
he got
from
back to
Mr.
the original
Butler.
line of scrimmage. But he did have a receiver, Mr. Flugents, I believe, streaking down the field again.
3rd down and 10. 2:43. I'm surprised Coach Laborde hasn't burned a timeout here to save as much game clock as possible.
Yeah, I
But
think you'll see one.
You get a stop right here.
I think
He
you'll
will
see
burn
one on after 3rd down.
3rd and 10. Ball out at the 25-yard line. Big 3rd down with 2:25 to play here in the second quarter. And Butler calls his own number, dancing around, making guys miss. Shifty guy.
Looks like he's going to be short
And
by a
going to
yard
be
or two.
short by a yard. A 9-yard pickup there.
You see Livonia call a timeout. Do you see
Nope.
Crowley punt?
Coach says run it. 4th down and 1. Decision time. They went for it inside their own territory earlier. It looks like they will do it again here. But this is a lot smarter here. 4th and 1.
You only have to get a yard. You got to believe Mr. Butler's going to call his number again, try to get a yard and keep this drive going.
Have not seen the back judge call 10 seconds yet. So they got enough time to snap this. Everybody in the box here for 4th down. Butler calls his own number. And Butler falls forward.
Yep.
Will be a 1st down for the Gents with 1:31 on the game clock. So clock runs. First and 10, Gents from the 36-yard line. Gents got to get a little pep in their step. Coach got 3 timeouts.
They're going to start going to the air here, Jordy.
Yep, there you go, right there. A little screen and pass
Drops.
falls incomplete.
That might not have been a bad thing for him. You know, it probably would have been a tackle for a loss.
Yep.
And now you stop the clock and set yourself up for another pass attempt.
Flugents was the intended receiver there. 2nd and 10, 3 timeouts in your pocket, 1:06 on the game clock. And who got the ball to start the first? Crowley, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Livonia will get the ball to start the second half. So can their defense get a stop and only keep it down by 2? Gonna take a shot. One-on-one coverage, number 5, number 6. Oh, might have got away with a push-out. Might go the distance.
Wow.
Touchdown, Gents.
Surprised to not see some laundry on the field there, Jordy.
His second of the night, my friend. Christopher George. It came down to a 50-50 ball again, and he won it for the second time.
Oh, they do have a flag, but
Well, this
looks
might
like
be
some extracurricular activity after the play.
Yes, I think that's exactly what it is. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Livonia.
Might be a little frustration with a no call there.
So this one should be on the kickoff.
Are they going to take it on the kickoff, or are they going to try to get this two-point conversion and move it half the distance? No?
Kickoff. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is good, but we have a penalty flag. Looked like somebody leaped the line of scrimmage there.
Or another post-play unsportsmanlike. Had a little back and forth going on the line of scrimmage there.
Somebody might have jumped over the center. So as it stands right now, with 51 seconds to play here in the second quarter before we get to halftime, (29-20), Gents lead the Wildcats, and I 100% think onside kick is coming here.
Yeah, there's almost no point unless you're just trying to pin them really, really, really deep.
They're going to put you kicking for almost, let's see where they spot the football, but if they were on the other side of the 50, I said go for the onside kick, but it looks like they're backing them up a little bit.
Those penalties came on Livonia, so they're gonna be kicking from Livonia's side of the field.
Personal foul. So 2 penalties have been.
Yeah, you definitely going onside kick here.
So 2 penalties have been accessed on the kickoff. And yep, here comes onside kick, my friend. They tried it 2 or 3 times already.
Because
why not
even if you don't get it, you're still giving them the ball deeper than you have all night, really.
My good, you can line up for a field goal right here.
Especially with Crowley's kicker.
So they're going to let them kick off from the 30-yard line.
I don't know if I've ever seen this, Jordan.
Wildcats, so 2 15-yard penalties back-to-back were both put on the kickoff. And Wildcats got their hands team on the field. So 4 out of 5 possessions in the first half have went for touchdowns for Crowley. Pretty good?
Pretty good. This would be a huge conversion for Crowley right here.
So after the penalty yardage, kicking off from the 30-yard line, and it's an onside kick. And there's a fight for the football.
Crowley got it.
I think Crowley got the football.
Wow.
And no, now Livonia's pointing like they got the football.
Oh,
and they do, Alex.
Ball. They avoided disaster right
there. Disaster avoided. Livonia has the football. And now if your coach, we have
Hey,
seen some receivers.
sometimes it takes one play, so I think you go
We have
for it.
seen some receivers running free. Might have to go back to it right here.
Livonia's going to receive the ball out of half, correct?
Correct.
So, hey, as long as you don't do something crazy,
Right.
pick six or something like that, take a shot, see if you can't get this game a little closer.
Right now it's
Play a
a
little, make it, take it.
Right now it's a 2-score game, so keep that in mind. I think
Could
if
see a little trickery here.
How many timeouts Livonia got?
I believe they have all three.
They got two.
Two.
So hey, run it here. If you bust one, then get into that mindset. Okay, let's go try to score.
Remember the last couple of times he had some receivers open down the field. His offensive line didn't hold up, so let's see if they don't go back to that.
Correct. Have not seen him throw it. I've not seen him throw it much in the first half. We'll see what happens here late in the second. He's going to drop back the pass under all kind of pressure.
Oh,
Still
that's going to be a face
looking.
mask.
Penalty flag flies.
He
Look at
might
this
break
man
this
go. Going to pick up a first down, but it might come back.
No, you're going to have a face mask on Crowley here.
So the true freshman getting it done with his legs here, but will this one come back? Waiting on the official ruling. Personal foul, face mask
That's
against
give
the
another
defense.
15.
That's going to be an automatic first down. That's going to give Livonia good field position. Hey, now you go try to get in position to go get points here after the big penalty.
Absolutely. You'll be sitting close to the 40 here.
So after the penalty, it's going to be 1st and 10 Livonia. Great opportunity here, Mr. Alex.
Yep. Still got 2 timeouts.
Ball is at the 40.
Clock should start on the snap.
Line. Freshman growing up right in front of our eyes.
Absolutely. The future's bright here in Livonia.
They lost their starting quarterback for the season. Hearts go out for that young man. And the freshman stepping in, playing a huge role tonight. 1st and 10 Wildcats. Going to drop back the pass. Under pressure. Fires. And it's going to be picked off. Number 5. Got a couple blockers in front of him. Steps out of bounds. And a penalty flag flies. How about Floyd Flugents with the INT?
He's all over the field for Crowley. Catching touchdowns, catching interceptions.
And I think this one's going to be against the Wildcats. Personal foul. Nope, against the Gents.
After the play.
After the play, okay. So
do you see Crowley trying to air one out here?
The interception will stand. Penalty yards will back him up here. And we've seen two plays of big-time pass plays where they just thrown it up one-on-one coverage. And why not go for it for a third time? They have not stopped it tonight.
Does Mr. Flugents turn around after an interception and catch another big-time throw for 6?
I mean,
it's happened a couple times tonight.
I think that was Christopher George on the last touchdown, correct?
Yes.
Number 6.
Number 5 had 2, I believe.
So there. So
and number 6 had 1.
George. Butler having a huge first half. 1st and 10 for the Gents, up by 9.
Looks like the clock started prematurely.
And they're going to put 24 seconds back on the game clock. Butler goes empty. 14 comes in motion. Butler going to go straight up the gut. And Coach burns a quick timeout.
And remember, Crowley has a good field goal kicker. So is he trying to get in a little better position, throw a pass, another timeout, set it up for a long field goal?
Got 2 timeouts. And they start out the drive right there with – they start out the drive right there with a little – see if Butler can bust one, and he goes for 5 yards. So we'll see when they come out of timeout what happens. So we'll step away. 18 seconds remain. 2nd and 5 when we come back. Here we go, 2nd and 5 for the Gents. Butler gonna drop back the pass, fires a quick pass, got all day to throw and completes it to his main man. And timeout, Gents. So change will move.
Crowley had another receiver.
That was number 6, Christopher George,
that
on the
leaked
reception.
out downfield. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't come back to that. Show the hitch on the outside and throw the slot fade.
So keep this in mind. If they do get in field goal range, wind blowing in the opposite direction.
Correct.
We've seen them kicking it from the 40-yard line in pregame, but going into the wind.
Yeah, you probably need to get in about 10 yards closer than you were kicking with the wind, maybe 15. So still have a little ways to go. 12 seconds. One timeout. Be interesting to see what they do
if
here.
If you're Livonia, you desperately need to stop. You cannot afford.
Can't let anybody get behind you right here.
Cannot afford to give up points again here before half.
Especially getting the ball back coming out of half.
2 receivers split out wide on this side. They're still man-on-man coverage here.
Look in the slot.
And there's your shot to number 6. And
almost
good
intercepted.
coverage there that time from number 7. Might be the final play of the first half, my friend. 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line with 6 seconds remain here in the first half. And what a first half it was.
Absolutely. Started off very fast, and the defense have settled in the last 8 or so minutes of this quarter.
One last shot play coming. Instead, Butler going to try to get some yardage here. Butler down the sideline, falls forward. And I don't know if they had time left on the clock.
It looked like he had a second left, but I don't know what they're going to rule it.
Coach is going to argue that he had 1 second on the clock. Livonia trying to get in the locker room as fast as they can.
Halftime, Jordan.
And referee says clock has expired. We head to halftime, folks.
What a
Your
first
score
half.
from the jungle after 24 minutes of play, and what an exciting 24 minutes it was. Crowley 29, Livonia 20. We'll step away. We'll show you our sponsors. We'll be right back for halftime action. Hey, if you would like to follow us on social media, ladies and gentlemen, look no further. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Give us a like. Give us a follow. Somebody's going to win a Player of the Game honors tonight, sponsored by Whips Prince himself. So thank you to Mr. Whip for Player of the Game honors. Shout out to Pizza Shack in Opelousas, Louisiana, another sponsor here for Under the Lights. Hey, went there last night, had supper, so thank you to those guys. Somebody also going to win a free meal from the Crawfish House and Grill. So thank you to those guys. Player of the Game honors tonight, get a free meal on the Crawfish House and Grill. Shout out to Kyle DeVille and his entire family with DeVille's Racing Stables out of Opelousas, Louisiana, right there at Evangeline Downs, another sponsor for Under the Lights. Shout out Mr. Gary Swallow, Taekwondo martial arts in Opelousas, Louisiana. You want his information? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a call. Sign up. Take some classes. Shout out to King's Cajun Cuisine. We're in Port Barre, Louisiana. Another great sponsor for our platform. And we got halftime entertainment coming up. Hold on, folks. How about those future dancer, future cheerleaders, ladies and gentlemen? What a job there. I don't think it's over. We might have a little bit more. Great job there. Awesome halftime entertainment. Back to our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. Can't do this without them. Want to say thank you. Shirts that we're wearing tonight here at tonight's game, Master Promotions did them in Opelousas, Louisiana. Shout out to the family. Shout out to my mother-in-law at Master Promotions by Cradairs. Hey, got Bird's Eye Insurance in the broadcast booth tonight. Alex Fontenot calling the game with me. There's his information if anybody's interested, ladies and gentlemen. How about the pride of Point Capee himself, Mr. Mason Torres? Johnny Torres' and sons, Mason Torres and Dalton Torres, ladies and gentlemen. Big time sponsor tonight. Thank you to those guys. It might be somewhere in the crowd tonight. This is where they played and graduated and won championships from. We got some more halftime entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get you right to the field. Some scores from around the state of Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, we got more action. Livonia cheer coming on the field.
Please direct your attention to the sideline as we recognize the 10-year reunion of the 2013 3A state runner-up Livonia Wildcat football team. During the 2013 campaign, this team averaged scoring 36 points per game and only allowing 17 points per game. This team won 13 straight games, including a district championship in a historic season that accumulated in the school's first ever trip to the Louisiana Superdome before falling in double overtime in the state championship game. Principal during this time was Miss Stacey Gayo. Introducing the members of that team tonight. We have Deontay Bridgewater, Dale Rogers, Philip Cranmer, Kerry Savoy, Russell Ferris, TJ Powell, Darius Hammond, Baltimore Raven Patrick Queen, Orlando Grimion, Terry Baskin, Trenton Hatch, Trevor Jaro, Tony Klein, Kevin Derazan, Hunter Savoy, Nick Rogers, Darius Hall, Gerald Grimion, Griffin Peavy, Malik Victoran, Christian Edwards, Donovan Robinson, Cody Johnson, Malcolm Diedrich, Barack Slaughter, Matthew Fontaine, Bryce LeBlanc, Gage Garcia, Kyle Boone, Colin Nelson, Brock Roses, James McNamara, Derek Rose, Desmond Collins, Michael Robinson, John McCurry, Hunter Aguilar, Tyreek Joseph, Tyler Trippo, Brent Glazer, Cody Johnson, Tyler Nelson, Sheldon Hossapple, Hunter Garrett, Anthony Houston, Robert Willis, Jordan Blanchard, Jack Jones, Joseph Hawkins, Sheldon Nelson, Devontae Barra, Jonathan Victoran, Jason Hammond, Paul DeRogers, Tyler Nelson, Samuel Smothers, Owen Thompson, Jeremiah Smith, James Todd, Devon Powell, Henry Fritz, Willie Baker, DeQuincy Victoran, Kendrick Paul, Ray Herda, and Jamie Hodges. The coaches for this team were Kenny Langlois, Steve Thomas, Adam Cressman, Josh G. Benedetto, Lance Jarrow, Mike Todd, Dale Wright, Jason Lemoyne, Dexter Thurber, Robert Burson, Mike Como, Vince Lombardi, and head coach David Brumerson. Once again, we'd like to recognize the 2013 Class 3A state runner-up Livonia Wildcat football team. Thank you all again.
Let's check on them scores from around the state, ladies and gentlemen. Church Point has a 34-0 lead on Ville Platte. Jennings has a 42-0 lead on Westlake. Your score here, Crowley has a 29-20 lead on Livonia. Notre Dame has a 28-3 lead at halftime on DeQuincy. Catholic New Iberia leads Franklin 35-6 at halftime. Rain leads Washington Marion 22-0. And that is a look at a few of your scores from around the state of Louisiana. Let's see who else we're looking for. I don't have a score for Marksville, Bolton. I don't have a score for Avoyles and Southern Lab. So we'll check on them scores. But hey, we'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy halftime from your home, and we'll be back in a matter of 5 or 8 minutes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to second half coverage here of Week 8, Thursday Night Lights, live on Under the Lights. Your score after 24 minutes of play, Crowley 29, Livonia 20. The Gents just would not be denied in the first half. A heavy dose of play action. Let's take the big shot. They scored 2 touchdowns off of that. 4 touchdowns on 5 possessions. Gents, red hot offense here in the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Livonia, they've started out hot themselves. 3 scores out of 5 possessions. They're going to get the football here. I think it's must-score drive here. You got to get points, Alex.
Yep, look for an onside kick coming out of the half. Crowley's been doing it all game. Yep.
There's another one.
Ooh, very close to being recovered, but I think Livonia has it.
So, absolutely, the game plan tonight was we're going to onside kick it every time. So, in a must-answer drive here, Antoine checking into the chat. Gary Swallow checking into the chat. What's up, guys? Y'all missed a great first half for sure. It started out 3 straight possessions for Crowley, touchdowns. 3 straight possessions for Livonia, touchdowns. Crowley scored on the second play of the game. Livonia scored on their very first play that they got the football. So it was exciting first half.
Yep, defense is settled in late in the second quarter. Let's see what happens starting the third.
And we're ready. 1st and 10 Wildcats. True freshman at quarterback. Hands it off to Hart. And Hart fighting for tough yardage there. Tackled by number 7. Hunter Abshire. Gonna bring up 2nd and about 5. Waiting on the snap, 2nd and 5. Quarterback gonna roll and throw it to his right, fires. Was looking for his intended receiver there. Number 85, Bo Stewart. Pass falls incomplete. Gonna bring up 3rd and 5. So early 3rd down here to start this second half. I thought they would come out and run it right back like they did in the first quarter, Mr. Alex, and they've gotten away from it.
These defenses have really made some adjustments, and it's showing.
Hart is your tailback.
Got 10 seconds here.
Wait on snap. He's going to get the carry here, following his offensive line, and Hart
he gets the first.
Gonna pick up the first down, ladies and gentlemen. A patient runner, but when he turns on the burst, he's a heck of a guy.
And he finishes hard through contact.
Got a lot of Gents fans in the chat tonight. Could not make the travel here on Thursday night, but we're glad you're tuning in to watch high school football here between the Gents and the Wildcats. 1st and 10, change move. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Livonia desperately needs points here. Hart gets the carry. Hart got a couple blockers. Stiff arms a guy. They're going to be tripped up by number 4, Troy Grant. Two teams coming off of tough losses a week ago. Took one off the chin, both of them, and they're coming out tonight, and they're playing with everything they got in them tonight. All Hearts we've seen here in the first half.
Yeah, very good game. Very competitive on both sides of football.
Second and 5 for the Wildcats. Johnson gets the carry. Johnson, oh, what a move there. Tripped up on his own feet.
Hey, Jordan, if he could have kept his feet there, he might have broke it.
Offensive line is doing a tremendous job here. I'm sure they racked up over 100 yards rushing here through 3 quarters.
Easily.
Gonna bring up 3rd and about 2. 4 down territory the whole way. Wildcat faithful trying to get behind their team here. Big 3rd down coming. Aguilar try to draw him offside. Gonna check to the sideline. Got to get it off. 10 seconds. There's a snap. Johnson gets the carry. Johnson full head of steam. Your
Looks
big
like
body
he's
bag
gonna-
needed 2 yards.
He might have picked it up. Very
And
close.
Looks
Nah,
like
he
they're
got
going to
it.
signal 1st down. Chains will move. 1st down, Wildcats. Chains will move 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. And a little reverse there.
Oh, big
going
hit.
nowhere. Number 4, Troy Grant laying the hat. Coach tried to get a little pretty there. And it was a missed time in there. Did not get a clean snap. Going to bring up 2nd and about 13 yards.
13.
Second and 13. And that might be a false start penalty, and I think that's exactly what it is. Livonia shooting themselves in the foot. Going in reverse. Let's see where they're going to spot this football. Coach might have declined the penalty, Alex.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him. No, you take that.
Okay,
That's
here we
dead
go.
ball.
Here we go. Here we go. It was just a late reaction. Referee still thinking about that hamburger he had at halftime. So about 2nd, about, I don't know, about 18
19.
from the 39-yard line. There's a snap. 12 going to drop back to pass. The old Eunice play, and Gents all over it. Going to bring up 3rd down and long. And we got whistles. There's going to be an injured Gent on the field. We'll step away, ladies and gentlemen. 7:28 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Crowley leads Livonia 29-20. Livonia, they need some points here. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Roy walking off on his own power. Great sign to see there. What's the play call here on 3rd and long?
I think you might air it out, but you could see a run to try to make it a manageable 4th down.
He's been trying to throw in a run. We'll see. And then here we go again. He's going to drop back the pass. 12 looking under all kind of pressure. Fires. And the pass falls incomplete.
Look backside here again, Jordy. I mean, it's every time he rolls out to the right, he has a receiver. They have to see that and come back to it.
30 yards away from him.
I mean,
but he's rolling to the right. It's a one-man route.
If that quarterback stops and throws backside, it's a touchdown every play.
It's the 3rd missed opportunity for Livonia with receivers running free down the field. Number 7 on for the punt here. Jamarian Joseph. Back deep for the Gents. Number 5, Floyd Flugents. Good snap. Gets the punt away. And Flugents is going to wave this one off. He's going to take a friendly roll to the end zone for a touchback.
Rolled about 2 yards too far before checking up.
So that's where Crowley will set up shop. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Up by 9. If you're Crowley, you're smelling blood, Alex.
Yeah. The way their defense is settled in, if they can go score here, it could put it away.
Lamar Butler has been a special talent to watch at the quarterback position tonight. He's going to get the carry here. Following his blocks.
Block away.
Butler dragging defenders, still on his feet. Spin move, down the sideline he goes. Hey, don't give up on him. He may take it the distance. Finally pushed out of bounds. Oh, holy cow. How about one of Gary Swallows? Wow.
Number 1 for Livonia saved the touchdown right there. Very, very fast.
Omar Butler saying, hold on, don't give player of the game honors away just yet.
Went for the strip, spun out of it, off to the races.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Gents on the move, already up by 9. Waiting on the snap. There it is. This time Butler hands it off to 14. Breaks a tackle. And finally drugged down.
Got back to the line of scrimmage.
Not before Marcus H.U.N. picked up a gain of 1.
He ducked under that tackle and saved a big loss there.
Hey, hats off to Miss Holly Taylor producing the game tonight. Looking good on the scoreboard. You get a clock, you get a score, you get timeouts. What else? You get down and distance. She's doing a great job tonight. And she's freezing. It's a cold night here in Livonia, she said. Not even playoff temperatures yet. She can't handle the elements. 2nd and 9. Butler calls his own number during the direct snap, being patient. And going to be drugged down from behind. And that was Morio on the tackle. It'll be about 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line. We're inside this Gent red zone. Four down territory or put it on your kicker. I guess to see how much you gain here on 3rd down.
Yeah. 3rd and 5.
There goes the motion. Butler going to call his own number, and Butler going to pick up the first down a little bit more. Hey, don't even have to think about a 4th down decision.
You got 4 downs to go 4 yards, Jordy.
So 1st and goal from the 4. Gents knocking on the doorsteps here. Trying to extend their lead here late in the 3rd. This drive started all the way back at the 20-yard line. Now they're at the 4. Waiting on the snap. 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff to Etienne. Etienne might have got back to the original line of scrimmage. And I think he lost a yard, my friend. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. Might be Butler time.
I would agree.
It is Butler time. Oh, what a tackle there.
Made on the outside. Big hit from number 20.
Number 20, Jaden Lathers. Big time stop. It's 3rd down, ladies and gentlemen.
Now, Jordy, I mean, that's 2 plays you've gone negative and stayed the same. You might see a field goal here if we get to 4th down. Put it to a 12-point game.
Let's see how aggressive Coach Kyron will be here, but when you got Butler at quarterback, he gives you a lot of
under center.
He gives you a lot of opportunities to score here. And it's going to be the old bootleg. Going to use his speed, trying to get outside. Good job there from this Wildcat defense.
Wow. Great job by the Livonia defense.
One of the best stops tonight for that Wildcat defense.
I think you got to go 3 here if you're Crowley.
I think you got to take the points, my friend.
Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field.
Offense stays on the field.
We saw their field goal kicker make it from way further than this.
Good luck to Coach Brew tomorrow night as he takes on the Central Wildcats.
Be a big game.
Yes, sir. Zachary, head football coach, wants the head coach here at Livonia. Jennings beats Westlake 49-8.
Back
that is a
center
final.
right here. Going to take a
4th
shot
down,
to the outside.
going for it.
One-on-one
coverage. Now he's going to try to escape the pocket. Going to use his speed. Might throw it up last second. He will.
Oh!
Pass falls incomplete. And that will be a turnover on downs.
He had a good shot at him in the end zone there.
How about this Wildcat defense standing tall when the game was on the line here in the 3rd quarter?
Great stand.
So it will be Wildcat football. 1st and 10 after the turnover on downs. Trying to get a yard line. Might be the 12-yard line, Alex.
Yep, looks to be.
Let's see if they get back to their bread and butter and just try to run in between the tackles. And that's a good start to the drive right there. And the ball is on the ground. Gents say they have the football. They never blew it dead.
Wow. I think that could be a blunder by this crew here.
And I'm not sure. I think they're going to say.
You have to blow that dead.
I think they're going to say it's still Livonia football. Yeah. They're going to stop the forward progress.
It was either forward progress, blown dead, or he was on the ground, one of the two.
Crowley definitely came up with the football. You seen him come out of the pile with it.
But the play had been stopped for a couple of seconds before that happened. They won't get a free 5 yards
Livonia trying to go fast, trying to catch him off guard. Johnson gets the carry. And Johnson's drugged down by a big 75. Ricky Webb. They're going to bring up second down in about 6. So what looked like a turnover turned into a forward progress stoppage.
Yep. See if Livonia can keep mounting this drive and go get some points on the board.
2nd and 7. Clock is at 45 seconds here in the third quarter. And that ball is on the ground.
Ooh,
Not what you
killer.
needed.
No.
If you're a Wildcat right now, you cannot go in reverse.
Getting to the end of the third quarter, you're still a 2-score game. Something's going to have to happen early right here for Livonia in the fourth quarter.
25 ticks to play here in the third quarter. 3rd and 14 for the Wildcats. Not where you want to be. Gents pinning their ears. They're coming. Gonna draw back the pass, taking a shot.
They
Got a
finally
man
took
wide
it.
open. Oh, he threw it out of
Oh.
bounds.
They finally came back to number 7 on this side of the field. He was open again. Throw was a little off.
Coach Laborde is going to want that one back because he had a man open for 6, and the freshman quarterback led him too far out of bounds right there. Great play design right there.
You hit him in stride there. This makes this game very, very interesting.
4th down, punting unit will come out. Number 7, going to try to flip the field here. Jamarian Joseph. Floyd Flugents. Back deep for the Gents. Not sure what the discussion is here, but they got a referee meeting.
Did they have a late flag that we didn't see?
Livonia's trying to get their offense ready in case they're coming back on the field here.
I'd have had a late flag.
I don't see a flag on the field, so boy, I would love to be a sideline reporter here for this call. And after the long discussion, we're not going to get an answer of what the discussion was about. It's 4th down.
Yeah, not sure what that was about, Jordan, but we're back to action here.
Punting unit got to get a good snap here. You do not want to give Crowley good field position. And they do get a good punt off, and this is going to see what type of roll it takes. Takes a friendly
Good
roll.
Livonia
Livonia going
roll.
to down it all the way back to around the 34-yard line. And clock runs out here at the Jungle, ladies and gentlemen. 3 quarters have come and gone. Mr. Alex, we head to the 4th. 12 more minutes to the side of Week 8. Thursday night winner. Huge playoff implications on the line for the Wildcats.
Yeah,
Those seniors on the other sideline for the Gents, they want this road win. What's going to happen? 12 minutes. Stick with us, folks.
Yeah, this Livonia defense has been coming up big in the second half. And they're going to have to do it again because you're 1 score away from possibly having an insurmountable lead.
You're watching Week 8 Thursday Night Football here from the Jungle, live on Under the Lights. Ready for the 4th quarter. Will be 1st and 10 for the Gents from the 34-yard line. Hey, money quarter here. Earn your paycheck here, Mr. Alex.
Absolutely.
Who wants it more? Butler. Gonna throw a little fire to number 5. Flugents gets the reception. Flugents gonna pick up the 1st down. And that's been a hot route tonight. Those
Absolutely.
two, that connection, hotter than what what we had on the way here to eat. That was some pretty hot food, my friend.
Absolutely, Jordan.
First and 10, Gents, from the 49-yard line. 11:40 to play here in the fourth quarter. Butler calls his own number and picked up a gain of 2.
Good positive yardage on first down.
Second and about 7 after a gain of 3. If you're Crowley, you're not going to get anything special here.
No.
Just
Keep
bleed
running, keep
this
getting first
clock.
downs, take care of the ball.
Protect the football, bleed the clock. Butler, game changer, runs right into his own defender, but not before he picks up another. Gent, first down.
I'm telling you, Jordy, with Butler at quarterback, this Crowley team just looks different than we've seen since the beginning of the year.
And this is our first time watching this football team with him at quarterback.
Yep.
Maybe he has been the quarterback and we just don't know about it.
Correct.
Me and Gary covered the game last week. He was not playing that night, so, I mean, what a player.
Absolutely. He brings a different dynamic to this offense.
A little inside handoff. First time we seen that play called tonight. Fake the toss, come back underneath right there.
Yep.
Second and about 8. Ball lies at the 31-yard line. Crowley working on a 3-minute drive here. How much time can they bleed? Trying to get their first win of the season, Alex.
Yeah, it would be a big one, Jordy.
Handoff to number 10. This time that Wildcat defense was ready for it. Ryan Landry was on the carry.
This Livonia defense, when they get into the ball, they are laying the wood.
Yes, sir.
Hits,
three or four hats around the football every time. Third down and 5 from the 30-yard line. Big time third down coming. Appreciate everyone for tuning in with us here on a Thursday night. Got press coverage here at the bottom, my friend. Quick pass. They was trying to take that away from them,
Livonia
and the
snuffed
press
it out.
coverage worked that time, Alex.
Yep.
Good coaching there from the defense.
Made a very good adjustment to that play.
They got burned twice already tonight from
least
that
twice.
exact same play call. When does Crowley go with the double move? Keep that in mind. If they fake it to 5 and the guy that's going to be blocking goes seam route, that could be your backbreaker.
Got 4th and long right here.
If you're Livonia, you have to get off the field at all costs here. It's 4th and 9, ladies and gentlemen, from the 32-yard line. Big moment in this one. Can Livonia get their offense back on the field here? You know where the football's going. Butler's trying to make a play here. Steps up in the pocket.
He has some room there.
Speed for days, ladies and gentlemen.
He might score.
Butler might score. Gets
Touchdown.
in. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Crowley.
Elmore Butler. Crowley Gents, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. 4th and 9, Alex.
That might have put
it on your quarterback.
That might have put the nail in the coffin there. What a performance by a first-week quarterback for this Crowley Gent team.
The senior had to step up, and he did tonight, my friend. 4th and 9. You thinking Livonia still has a shot just got to get off the field, and Butler's legs too much, too dangerous.
Yep. They cleared it out with the receivers. Play broke down, and he took off.
Butler going to go for the two-point conversion. This time it is stopped, and the two-point conversion, no good. Ladies and gentlemen, your new score from the jungle. Crowley, 35. Livonia, 20. 7:51 to play. You're watching Thursday Night Lights live on Under the Lights. Livonia, Crowley. We'll be back. Back to action we are. 7:51 to play. Livonia fixing to get the football, but is it a little too late? You never can say never.
Yeah.
You got a lot of time left on the clock with three
The
timeouts.
onside kick's coming right here, so let's see what
Onside kick
happens.
is coming. Let's zoom in on the 50-yard line because that's where a lot of the action has been going on tonight.
More of a squib on this time.
Yeah, it's more of a squib this time.
Playing field position.
Now I got to try to reverse field, trying to get a block or two. And going to be drugged down around the 33-yard line. That's where Livonia was set up shop.
If it's going to come, it's going to have to come quick for Livonia on the offensive side.
And it's going to take true freshman quarterback. Going to have to use his arm the rest of the way to get it done.
Yeah, I don't see them making a comeback if they try to do it on the ground. Just not enough time left, and you have to score twice.
1st and 10 Wildcats from the 32-yard line. You still have an opportunity here, down by 2 scores.
Yeah, I mean, it's not unachievable, but it's going to have to start quick.
Negative yardage will kill this drive.
Penalties.
Gotta have something positive here to start. Talked to coach in pregame. He has 16 injured right now, so for Livonia. So that was something tough to hear. Looking firing, pass falls incomplete. Was looking for their intended receiver there, number 7, Jamarian Joseph.
Right
there on the coverage, number 1, Daniel Roy. So it's been the little rollout for number 12. I guess he's comfortable throwing on the run.
Must be, because they keep coming back to it.
Second and 10, 7:38 to play. They're going to roll out to his right again. This time steps up in the pocket, taking a shot, and some mistiming there, miscommunication there between quarterback receiver. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Kind of not what they're comfortable doing here. We saw the whole first half. They pounded the football. We thought they would come right back out in the second half and do a little bit of the same, have a little bit of the same success. But this Gent defense has stepped up.
Yes, for sure.
3rd down, 10, 32-yard line. Roll to his right, looking. Now he's going to tuck it and run, see what he can get here. Good tackle there from number 1, Daniel Roy. And we got a penalty flag. This should be holding, kind of in the spot of the field. Yes, flag is at the 21-yard line. It's going to be a holding call. Think coach is just going to decline the penalty here. Yes, that's what it is. It will be 4th down. You don't want to give them another opportunity on 3rd down there. You never know. You decline the penalty, make it 4th down, and Livonia has to send their punting unit out. Not ideal. What you need when you're trailing by 2 scores. If you're Crowley, you're 7 minutes away from a road win. I know it's starting to sink in on the other sideline. And it's a low snap. They try to get it away. Oh, not a good kick at all, my friend. It's a tale of 2 halves here.
Yeah, that punt looks like it didn't make it back to the original line of scrimmage.
They came
Pretty
out.
much disaster for
Livonia came out. They played an outstanding first half, and this second half has been ugly.
Yeah, since the end of the second quarter, these defenses has made some adjustments, and it's been kind of a defensive struggle. Crowley, the last score for Crowley.
Crowley might go for the knockout punch on this drive, or they might just try to bleed away 6 minutes. We'll see how aggressive Coach.
I think if they bleed 6 minutes, they'll have been end zone first. Just don't have enough field position to bleed the clock, I don't believe.
Crowley has dominated this time of possession tonight. Handoff to Etienne, trying to get outside. Etienne might get the sideline. Etienne might go for the knockout punch. Yeah. Etienne, 6 for his first touchdown of the night. Number 14, Marcus Etienne. It's a runaway, Mr. Alex.
Yep. Score has gotten kind of lopsided here lately, getting to the end of the 4th quarter.
What was a outstanding first half has been a complete domination here from the Gents in the second half.
Yeah, and the thing is, both defenses has actually played better, but Crowley is executing more on the offensive side and able to put up some points in the second half.
These last 3 drives for Crowley, ain't nobody's been gonna go close to stopping them. Extra point pending. Snap, hold, kick is up. Good leg. And the kick is good. Ladies and gentlemen, your new score from the jungle. Gents rolling 42-20. You're watching Thursday night football here in week 8. What a turnaround here in the second half of what was a 22-20 ball game, my friend. Like we said earlier in the game, Crowley looking for their first win of the season, played a grueling schedule up to this point. And it looks like win number 1 will come here in week 8. And I know that senior class, that coaching staff, it's going to be special.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be a good end to a tough season for Crowley. Getting to the end last couple of games.
You played 7 opponents up to this point, and they all have winning records.
Yeah. And a tough loss for Livonia, looking to try to make a playoff berth, and they needed this one.
Yes. And he's going to boom this one deep for maybe the first time tonight.
Crowley.
7 going to try to house.
One
man to beat. Oh, he may go. Can he take it, Alex? Hey,
ran out of steam
all the way
end.
down.
Heck of a return.
Inside the red zone. Got a little fight here from the Wildcats, not bowing down.
Jordy, I think that's why we've seen onside kicks the entire game, because they are very dangerous returning the ball. Very dangerous.
Still showing heart here late in the 4th. First and goal. Late substitution onto the field. A penalty flag flies.
Oh. I don't.
Crowley had a 10 on the field trying to get that 11
Livonia
man
was
ran.
Livonia was about to walk that one into the end zone.
You right.
Got blown dead. I think that's a continuation call right there.
So it will be first and goal from the 3 or 2 yard line. Handoff to number 23, falls forward, and he is in. Touchdown, Wildcats, number 23. Cam Johnson, how about the hat trick for the young man?
Hey.
True freshman, his 3rd touchdown of the night. So some positives, some bright sides here in the 4th quarter. Your freshman running back has 3 scores on the night.
Yeah, the future's bright with the combo of the freshman quarterback and freshman running back.
Two-point conversion try coming. He's going to get another carry here. He's going to walk into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good. Livonia not done yet. Still showing some fight. Onside kick coming. This is back to a 2-score game, my friend. Your new score from the jungle, ladies and gentlemen. Crowley, 42. Livonia, 28. 6:04 to play here in the 4th.
Livonia gets this ball back. It could get really, really interesting here in the jungle.
It's been interesting all night. We've seen a little bit of everything here. That's why we like calling Thursday night games. You just never know.
You just never know, Jordy. We came in not knowing if it would be an offensive shootout, a defensive struggle, a little bit of both, and we've had a little bit of both. Tale of 2 halves.
Tale of 2 halves,
Let's
indeed.
see how it ends.
Crowley, you are recovering an onside kick, and you are a couple first downs away. Livonia, you recovered this onside kick, and baby, get your popcorn ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see what happens here. Doesn't look like Crowley's really preparing themselves for onside kick here.
New kicker into the game for Livonia. Mario was doing the kicking. Now he's going to run down and try to recover an onside kick here. He is wearing that special number here at Livonia, now retired. Patrick Queen's number 8 gets a good bounce, takes a roll right into the lap of number 5, Floyd Flugents. All right, timeouts remaining. Livonia has all 3. Got to expect them to burn all 3 right now.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to,
we're late in the
especially if they
4th.
can get some
do you
negative
have
plays
an
or keep
answer
them
for Butler?
behind the
I mean,
chains.
you can spy him, but do you have an answer?
Well, the issue is, Jordy, you start cheating up too much. It's nothing for Crowley to take a shot to big number 5. He's been winning those battles all night.
Up by 2 scores. I
but
think it's try to get him burn all 3 timeouts in this situation. You 2 or 3 first downs away
I hear
from
you, but
from
you don't want
to
give him the ball back after 3 downs.
We'll see how aggressive Coach is here. First and 10, Gents from the 41-yard line. 2-score game with 6:04 to play. Butler, H.E.N. in the backfield. Last time H.E.N. touched it, he went to the house. Here comes the blitz. Butler going to pull, and Butler doing Butler things.
That's the first down.
And picks up 11 yards. Enough for a Gent first down. So 1st and 10, clock runs, change move. Ball is at the 47-yard line. Livonia has no answer for Butler here in the second half. Had no answer for him all game.
No, he's been outstanding for this Crowley Gent team.
Bleeding the clock down. They're waiting on the back judge to put up his hand signal. No play clock here tonight. And a low snap there, controlled by the quarterback. Running through defenders.
Running through his own man, too.
And picked up 8 yards there. Got to bring up 2nd down and 2. Ball lies at the 40-yard line. Your defense been on the field a lot here in the second half. Got some tired bodies there on trying to get a stop here in the fourth quarter. We said three first downs will win this game, correct?
Yep.
H.E.N. How about go get
he
the
might
game
go for
winner?
6.
And brought down at the 16-yard line. H.E.N. coming alive here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they could have tacked on a few more yards for that tackle. It looked like it got a little high up around the face mask.
I said the 14 correction at the 19. First and 10, change move. Coach still got 3 timeouts. Can't seem to use them. Cannot get a stop. Not snapping it until the play clock is under 10 seconds. Good coaching here. Butler calls his own number. Will be drugged down. Got to think a timeout is coming. Nope. 2nd down. Clock runs. 3:40 on the game clock. You're only down 2 scores. You got 3 timeouts. You got to try to get the football back. Second and 9, 3:22 on the game clock. Here in the fourth. Butler waits on the snap. And we got a false start penalty. Right tackle move.
Looks like I had a little miscommunication on the snap count.
Gonna back the Gents up 5 yards. Gonna make it 2nd and 14. Clock runs. .240 on the game clock. Getting late here in the fourth. Ball is on the ground. Ball is on the ground. Butler picks it up. And Butler's going to be drugged down. Timeout. Wildcats.
This will be a big 3rd down here.
Huge 3rd down coming. But a lot of clock just ticked off. What that 4 minutes they just took off the clock?
Yep.
We'll step away. Timeout Wildcats. They got 2 remaining. 2:23 to play here in the fourth. 42-28 your score. 3rd and long coming right after this timeout. Hey, what a moment there. A senior grabbing a freshman quarterback right there and telling him to hold his head up right there. What a moment, Alex.
That's good to see.
3rd and long. Handoff Etienne. Etienne's going to try to get to the sideline. A lot of speed on this kid. They're going to be ran out of bounds. Hey, that's a free timeout.
Not a very smart decision right there.
Not a smart decision at all. Slide in bounds. You force them to burn a timeout right there. That's a coaching moment, though, my friend. You can get them in the film room and say, this is what we do in these types of situations.
In this situation, I don't think it'll come back to bite them, but you never know. But you definitely want to address that moving forward.
Right. Just slide in
a
bounds
little bit
right
tighter
there,
game, that could have been very, very crucial.
4th down. And let's see. We will see our first field goal of the night, my friend.
Well within his range.
Let's see. Number 2, Samuel Hernandez will kick. And before we get that field goal, timeout, gents.
Going to have the wind pushing from right to left a little bit, so we'll have to check on his angle.
About a 33-yarder, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, exactly. 33 yards. 32 yards.
So we'll see if Coach sticks with the original call. And if Hernandez, number 2, can drill him a field goal here on the road. We're back after the timeout. They will let Samuel Hernandez kick this field goal. About a 33-yarder. Snap, hold, kick is up, and go! How about Hernandez?
That's a good kick, man.
Drilling a 33-yarder to put this game away, Alex.
Yeah, looks like it.
Confidence in the kicker from the coaching staff there. We saw him in pregame booting them
for 50
from the 40-yard line, and good sign there.
Yeah.
Special teams does come into play. Your new score from the jungle, ladies and gentlemen, Crowley extends their lead. They now lead Livonia 45-28. Just kicked the field goal. Now he tees it up, about to kick it off.
Yeah, you got to imagine he's going to put this one as deep as he can.
After the big return last time, let's see if he gets another one. Oh, kicks it out of bounds. They didn't want no part of him this time.
No.
See where they spot this football. After the penalty,
35.
Kick out of bounds. 1st and 10 Wildcats from the 35-yard line. Down by 3 scores now, my friend. Too late for any type of comeback here, but let's see if they finish this game off the right way and keep fighting.
Try to put another score on the board, get a little moral victory, if there's such a thing.
Gents, what a second half. What a win here tonight.
Yeah, very impressive by the defensive side of Crowley and the execution on the offensive side when needed.
Gonna drop back the pass, taking a shot, underthrown football, and pass falls incomplete. Was looking for Joseph there. Aguilar has played well tonight.
Yeah.
It was not perfect, but freshman has played decent tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a lot to look forward to in the years to come in Livonia. A lot of young talent.
Aguilar gonna drop back the pass, rolling to his right.
No receivers on this side of the ball.
Slinging out of bounds.
That's going to be an intentional grounding, I'm sure.
No, outside the pocket.
Outside the pocket? No receiver in the area?
They changed the rule.
Okay.
Player of the game honors coming up at the end of this game. Sponsored by Whips Prince. Sponsored by the Crawfish House and Grill. Somebody just won a free plaque donated by Whips himself. And somebody won a free meal on the Crawfish House and Grill in Opelousas, Louisiana. Dropping back the pass. Taking a shot into triple coverage. And mistimed his jump there. And it will be 4th down.
With 7 players in the area on that pass, somehow the ball hit the ground.
They threw it into traffic. Somebody mistimed their jump.
Everybody.
Thought they was going for the high jump, and we was really doing hurdles. Fourth and 10. Offense stays on the field, trips right. Quarterback looking, steps up in the pocket, surveying the field. Now going to tuck it and run. Got to get 10 yards. And going to be pushed out of bounds. And that will be turnover on downs.
See a knee or two here, and this one will wrap up.
Hey, the best formation in football might be moments away.
Yep.
Anybody got a Saints update for me in the chat? You can leave that comment for me. First and 10, gents, from the 40-yard line. See if, and looks like it is going to be victory formation, Mr. Alex. The best formation in all of football. Moments away. He takes the snap, takes a knee, and coach will burn a timeout, Alex. Oh, wow. So, Crowley trying to get this game over with, take a knee, get on out of here. Coach says we're gonna burn the rest of our timeouts. Crowley takes another knee, and coach is going to burn his final timeout. Livonia, I think they burned their final timeout. And our third kneel down coming. And he's got to take a knee before they go hit him.
You're going to have to snap the ball on 4th down.
Yeah, going to have to snap it at least one more time. It's
Snap it, run around for a few
down.
seconds, kick it as far as you can. Call it good.
Can't take a knee because it's going to be a turnover on downs.
You tell Butler, take the snap, run around a second, kick it. Should end the game. Or they'll take the delay of game here.
I want to thank the administration here at Livonia High School. I want to thank head football coach here at Livonia High School for allowing us to be here tonight. It's an absolute pleasure for being here for the very first time. We got a delay of game penalty. And correct me if I'm wrong, Alex. This might be the first time we see the punting unit tonight for Crowley.
Yeah, I
can't
remember.
You got to work on certain things.
I can't remember if they've punted. If they have, it's only been one other time, which is a good sign for an offense that struggled in the past few weeks.
Samuel Hernandez doing the punting duties here. Yeah. And look at their 2 upbacks, my man.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes behind the punter, and somehow he gets it away. Takes a friendly roll out of bounds. Clock rolls to about 16 seconds. And Livonia will start out 1st and 10 around the 47-yard line, but about a play or 2 away from the final here tonight. Folks, I want to let you know tomorrow night if you want to watch some great high school football.
Look
no further. I got a battle of undefeateds. I got 7-0 versus 7-0. Huge district title implications on the line. Gina Bunky live on Under the Lights. You're not going to want to miss that one, ladies and gentlemen. Quarterback going to drop back the pass. Fires into the flats here. Pass is complete to number 7. Trying to get a couple blocks. Trying to go get some more points here. And we got a late penalty flag that
some
flies.
Extracurricular activity going on in the backfield.
So it was a 1st down. But there is a flag on the play. This one might be coming back.
Yeah, it's on Livonia.
See what the call is here. Personal foul against the Wildcats. That's a frustration penalty right there.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to guess right there. I didn't see the play happen back.
Yeah, it just had a little rumbling on the ground after the play had moved on down the field.
Final play of the game coming right here. Clock runs 3, 2, 1. And they get it off at 1 second. They're going to try the same play. Pass is complete. Going to look good in the stat sheet. Getting your stats up a little bit here. And touchdown saving tackle there from Hernandez. And that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. What was an outstanding first half. One of the best first halves we've seen this season. It was a 2-point game. It was a 2-point game going into halftime. And then this gent offense and defense came out with vengeance in the second half. What a statement they made here in the second half. A complete different storyline of what we saw.
Yeah, it was incredible the adjustments that Crowley made, both on the defensive side and offensive side of the ball. But looks like the defense for Crowley is what really separated them in the second half. And a tough one for Livonia
This
to take it home.
very well should eliminate Livonia from the playoff contention. But
they have 2 games coming up that are pretty tough, so don't think you'll be able to scratch those 2 out to make a playoff push.
And if you're the gentleman, hey,
something to hang your hat on towards the end of the season.
Might have found something tonight at the quarterback position.
Absolutely.
About that time to announce player of the game honors, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get our sponsors on the board here tonight for our player of the game honors. Starting off with Whip's Prince, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody just won a plaque from Mr. Whip. Whip is, his business is in Crowley, Louisiana, so I know he's smiling
Fired
extra.
up for this
He's
game.
smiling extra big tonight. His phone number, his social medias are on the page, ladies and gentlemen. Support local businesses. Love you, big guy. And the Crawfish House and Grill. Somebody's gonna have to take a trip down to Opelousas, Louisiana, because they just won a free meal on the Crawfish House and Grill. So congratulations. Player of the game honors moments away. Mr. Alex,
Yes, sir.
can't go to anybody else but number 8, Omar Butler.
Yeah, absolutely, Jordy. You know, like we learned at the beginning of the game, he was coming in, taking over the quarterback position, added a crazy dynamic to this offense. Just athleticism everywhere, broken tackles, throwing the ball all over the field. Very, very deserving of this player of the game honor.
Absolutely. Player of the game honor sponsored by Whips Prince and the Crawfish House and Grill goes to the senior, number 8, Omar Butler. Congratulations. Outstanding game. Correct me if I'm wrong. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a play of the game that we're going to clip and post later on because that was a
Absolutely.
sensational run.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll sign off for now, ladies and gentlemen. Alex, final words as we close out tonight's final
Yep.
with a 45-28 win for the
Very-
Gents' first win of the season.
Very exciting game. You know, cool to see Crowley get their first win. Tough to see Livonia take one on the chin here at home, but overall a great game. Looked like both teams got out without any really bad injuries, so it's good to see everybody. Be safe on your way home, and check us out tomorrow night in Bunkie.
Ooh, tomorrow night, Bunkie Gina 7-0 versus 7-0, the number 1 ranked team in the state versus the number 6 ranked team in the state. We will be live from the Grove. We'll see you then, ladies and gentlemen. From myself, from Mr. Alex Fontenot, from Miss Holly Taylor, a great broadcast tonight, pulled off tonight, no hiccups. We say thank you for tuning in. We say good night from the jungle. Congratulations, Crowley. 45-28 final. We'll see you tomorrow night.